Got it. Yeah, I finally got it figured out. Oh, they must have went inside. Excuse me? Oh, I bet they will. They did clean up, though, it looked like. I might have to get my sunglasses out. It's brutal. The sun is so brutal out here. I love the sun, but it can be brutal sometimes. In Texas, especially. Oh, yeah, there's some of them out there. When we came by, we drove by and there was a bunch of the Scientologists out here. Hi, Elizabeth, Wildman, Kitzel Pie. We drove by and there was a bunch of them standing out here. And Eddie's got a bunch of these things about Scientology. Oh, they got their doors open. Yeah, see, there's a bunch of them there. Scientology protects pedophiles and rapists. Be careful. Scientology's a cult. Yeah, better close the doors. Don't let people know that you're going to just take their money.
Here, you want to hand them some of these while you're trying to sign them out?
Yep.
Here you go. Here you go. You slide it under the door.
Yeah. Trying to get people involved with Scientology. They closed that door real quick. Their open door policy changed real quick. Hi. Oh. Hi, baby. Hi. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. Oh, you're just a nibbler, aren't you? Oh, you like to nibble fingers? Oh, what a cute dog. I love dogs. There we go. He's in there. He got on the phone. We were driving by and we saw a bunch of Scientologists out here. They're trying to sign people up, it looks like. Let's see if I can zoom in a little. Yeah. Might have to get from the sun gets brutal out here. There we go, that's a little better. I can see better. You can see Eddie got the sign there.
I'd like to have some information on this cult in case they try to swindle you. Okay, good.
We got a bunch of flyers yesterday. Let me show you. Show you what we got. Not flyers, but little.
Sir, would you like to have one of these?
Scientology's a cult.
You guys like to have some information on this cult in case they try to swindle you?
Have a good day. So we got these. Somebody gave us these yesterday, and it's got books that you can look at. And it's got YouTube videos that you can go to. Thank you. Hey, Barry. Hi. Oh, yeah. It is true, Jane. Yeah. I'm sorry that somebody in your family got swindled by them. No. She's probably one of the already a member or whatever. But, yeah, we're just coming out here. We thought we'd hand out Eddie really wanted to hand. Eddie wanted to hand these out, and because we still have a few left from yesterday. It was someone famous-ish. Yeah, there's been a lot of people, especially when you look at like Leah Remini. She did a really good job. She did a really good job of letting people know about this cult. And you know, it's one thing to know that it's a cult. It's another thing, all the damage that they really do to people. Hi, peace, love. It's a cult. But so. Oh yeah. Careful, this cult protects pedophiles, and they okay. Okay. Thank you. They had the door open when we first come up. No, as soon as I started yelling into the building that they were a cult, they shut it right up. Yeah, no, they don't like it at all.
The camera just like makes these people run like nothing you've ever seen.
Oh, it's like kryptonite.
Yeah.
It is. Evil does not like its deeds to be revealed.
Especially not this country.
No. I said I've actually like protested against cults, you know, and people who let pedophiles even children, and I've experienced how they what they do to you, but not on this level. This is they're on like a steroid.
It's like Epstein on steroids.
Yeah, what they do to people. Just
Oh, child traffickers!
Scientology protects pedophiles. Scientology protects rapists. Save your children. Got kids in there. It always makes me sad. Look at you got little kids. Little do the parents know that if their child gets raped here, that the church won't even do anything about it. They'll protect the rapist and the child molester. You're in a cult. Save yourself. Yeah. They got kids. There they are going back there. I don't know if you can see really very well, but. Yep.
Would y'all be interested in some information on this cult here in case they try to swindle you?
Yeah. Like I said, when we first came down here, there was a whole group of them just standing right here, and it looked like they had stuff in their hands that they were going to hand out and stuff. Hey, Bob. Glad to have you with us. Anybody else that comes that's new, hopefully you already know about Scientology and how bad they are. It's just important that people get out and start speaking up. You don't have to be here even. Go and tell people, raise awareness, you know. Stop protecting pedophiles and rapists. Look at, we got a nice clean, now we get to be on the sidewalk. Isn't this wonderful? Let's see how they cleaned up, if they cleaned up their stuff on the side here. Remember how full this was? It's all open now. It looks like, Oh, they did. They got the stuff out of the trees. I bet you they worked all night on this shit. Had these poor members out here cleaning it all up. We're actually on our way out of town and thought we'd stop by and see if there was anything, see what was going on. And first thing I saw was a bunch of friggin' Scientologists out here. Looked like they were trying to hand stuff out, and I was just like, nope, not today, Satan, not today. Not today, cult, not today. Yes, that's what I wondered about Always Be Kind. How can you not report? I don't know what the laws are on that. I'm going to have to check that out myself. I don't know everything. I can admit that. So I know that there are people who are like mandated reporters that have to report if they see child abuse or anything like that. But I don't know if your average everyday citizen, like who actually has to be mandated to report. And if you see, that's the thing. People should be held accountable if they know about these things and they don't turn it in. So I don't know what the law is. I'm going to have to look into that. And if it is, we need to change laws. Like I said, the people who let knowingly, I always say knowingly, let pedophiles into their groups and into their cults, into their churches. They need to be held accountable for that shit, They should be civilly and criminally held liable for it. And that's a way that we can make it change. Oh, you think you have one in the UK? Yeah. Save yourself from the cult! She's trying to close the door so they can't hear us. Hey, can I ask you a question? That's something I don't know. I'm not all up on all of the Scientology. I know some stuff, but I don't know a lot. And I've been hearing a lot about the child trafficking. I haven't said anything because I'm not up on it, and I don't understand why. What does that mean for them?
Let me give you a specific
Please,
example.
yeah. I'm gonna get closer so people can hear you.
So at Literally Surge on YouTube.
At Literally Surge.
He tells the story.
Mm-hmm.
His grandmother was at this exact location. So he was born in. When he was 5 years old, he was trafficked out of Mexico to Florida. By the age of 12, he had been groomed to be an auditor to hear the confessions of pedophiles. So they would
Okay, we heard about that last night.
So he was trafficked from Mexico. They locked up his passport. They lock up kids' passports here. And they lock up adults' passports here to make them think that they can't just go to the embassy, which they can. So anybody who's locked up and watching this, you could just go to the embassy and they will help you.
That's good to know.
Yeah, so that's.
But you got to get out of there first.
Right.
They do. I know they watch their members when they're out. I would have assumed the children even more.
Right.
And we heard last night someone else that was here was telling us about the children auditing, sex offenders and stuff and having to hear all the details.
And but almost all of the second gens did. And then, you're separated from your parents. They lock up your passports. They tell you that they're very important documents. They really like to get kids from South and Central America, Latin America, Eastern Europe.
Probably poorer countries.
Yes, because they think that they're better than everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So they will, they bring people over on religious visas to get them out of war-torn countries. And then they're stuck here.
Without a passport.
Child traffickers. Oh, look at you guys. These child traffickers. Look how happy they are to be child traffickers, you guys. Look how happy they are to be child traffickers. Not in any way embarrassed. Shame! Shame!
Yeah, see. I was wondering. I didn't want to say stuff that I don't know anything about. You know. So what?
Don't take my word for it.
No, no, no. I believe you.
And that's what I tell the people here that I talk to. You know, like don't just believe some woman on the street. Oh no, Nora. All those people have told their stories in
Detail. Right.
Aaron Smith Levin has too. Every second gen who was born into this. Look at these kids.
Oh, there's more kids going in.
Children
Scientology.
cannot consent. Children cannot consent.
Yeah, it was sad to see all the children yesterday that they were bringing into this. But that makes sense now. I was just wanting to get it in my head what the child trafficking actually really meant, you know? Literally child trafficking. Because when I think of child, everybody thinks of like child trafficking with people just, you know, like the sex trafficking and stuff like that. But it's that too. I know.
Because they put them, you know, in those hotel rooms. Why are you auditing in a hotel room, first of all? Why is there a massage table
Right.
in the hotel room where you're auditing and locked in? Neither of them can leave because there's somebody recording all of this to get blackmail on these adults to prevent them from leaving. And somebody's in the auditor, the kid, the child's earpiece, being like, ask more questions, get more details, get more information out of them. And so that's what they do. And then they keep the blackmail on you to keep you in. And then if they release that, if you leave and speak out, then they'll try to make a website about you or embarrass you. Oh, look at this idiot, child trafficker in a stupid suit. Child trafficker in a stupid suit. You're a creep. You're a big, giant, creepy idiot.
Thank you for answering that, because that was something I had a question yesterday and I never got to ask anybody. And I kind of I'm stuck on the pedophiles and the rape. I couldn't believe that.
It's like all the checks.
Yes.
Checks out all the boxes.
Yeah. I can remember watching like the Leah Remini, you know, like all the people who she interviewed and stuff. And
That's the sanitized version.
yes, that's the for TV version. Yes, I'm sure it's even worse. But like,
And to protect Mr. Rinder.
yeah.
Because he wrote the guide on how to traffic children.
Isn't that?
So that's why I'm offering him up for trade. Y'all can have Mike Rinder back. He's ready to come into your cult again. Just let the kids out.
So,
Kids can't consent.
so that's where the child trafficking, I hope that clears that up, you know, for anybody, because I didn't really understand what that meant exactly. So I'm glad to have cleared that up. Yes. I know some about Scientology. I know enough that I know how dangerous they are. I know that they protect the pedophiles and they protect the rapists. They don't protect the children. I wasn't aware that they were taking kids from other countries and just, you know, taking them around and doing this. So Scientology protects pedophiles. The more you find out about this cult, the worse it gets, you know? It seems like it's just I find out more and more stuff about how bad they are, how harmful. It's not just it's a cult and you know, adults have the, you know, if you're the whole thinking, if you're stupid enough to join up with a cult and they take your money kind of thing. There's children involved in this, and children cannot, like she said, children cannot consent to this stuff, you know, and they don't have the power that adults have, which is so sad. It looks like Eddie's having a lot of he's getting a lot of people taking his things. I'll have to give him some more of mine. I'm definitely going to keep one of these. If you guys didn't see it before, there's some books that you can look up. You can see that. The YouTube. You can screenshot it and look it up later if you want to. This has like, I don't know. There you go. I don't know if you can actually read that, but this is the way bigger version. of the Branch Davidians. I actually went down to we went to Waco and looked at that thing. They were still cult members down in Waco trying to promote their stuff. Elderly abuse, yes, elderly abuse. We saw somebody literally brought into the event here yesterday on a stretcher with paramedics. It was the craziest thing, crazy. Let's go down here by Eddie. Making Dave just got it now. Seems like a lot of people are taking your brochures.
And the ones that don't are like, we know.
We know. It's kind of like you said, Eddie. I think a lot of people know enough that, hey, that's bad, let's stay away from it. They just don't know why.
Like I said, that's how I was raised. You know? I mean, being a Christian, I was raised to stay away from this.
Stay away from it. I know. I always knew that it was a cult. I knew that.
I never knew the particulars of it. I had no idea how bad it was. I just knew to stay the F away from it.
Right. The more we see, the worse the cult gets, though, you know? Yes, we went to Waco and checked that out. I did a live stream on it. You'd have to look back on my channel, but we went to Waco. We checked it out. It was the craziest stuff. Oh my God! That's a cult too, man. Like they still have they have they still have a building there. We walked around where they used to have their buildings that are gone now and stuff. But it was crazy. It was crazy town. They still had some people there that were trying to promote their cult. And they had pictures up on all the walls and stuff. It was really weird. You'd have to go back and look at my live and see it. But yeah. And not good. Not good.
Would you like some info on the call in case they try to swindle you? You all know? Okay, good. Awesome.
Yes, no cult is good, but some are just worse than others, man. Some of them are worse. Like I said, it's one thing to swindle people out of money, which is bad. I'm not saying it's not. But when you start looking at how bad this cult is and all the stuff that they do, it just gets worse and worse and worse, and it involves like the elderly, the children, protecting rapists, protecting pedophiles, and it's all a money-making scheme, honestly. It's for the people up at the top make the money, not the people in the cult. So the people who they swindle out of the money, they're not the ones that are making the money. They're actually kind of victims of it. And human trafficking, yes. Human trafficking, child trafficking. It's just very sad. And they get away with it. Why are none of our officials doing anything about it? If we all know about it, how is it that our government and our prosecutors and investigators and all that, how come they're not doing anything about it? If you notice, Scientologists are involved very much in politics. They're very much involved in politics. They do fundraising for politicians. They've got their hands in, because like really a politician is beholden to whoever's giving him money.
Would y'all like some info on this call?
So if they give them a bunch of money and stuff, they will be able to control and get protection even for themselves, you know, to protect their cult. And then nobody goes and does anything about what they're doing. John Travolta, I think John Travolta, there are, and see, that's the sad thing, is there are some big names in Hollywood, Tom Cruise, Danny Masterson. I mean, you know, you get these people who you gotta wonder why they get involved in this, you know? Probably, maybe, I don't really know. I don't have an answer to that. Yeah, paid off like the police. I don't think they actually go and like pay every officer off. What they do is the officers are controlled by their superiors. And so like your city police are controlled by the mayor. Your sheriff department is controlled by the sheriff. The sheriff is a politician. He has to be elected. A lot of people like to say, well, we trust sheriffs because they try to say we trust sheriffs because sheriffs are elected by the people. Okay, if you're elected, you have to run a campaign. If you run a campaign, you need money, which means you need donors. Nobody gets into politics without donors, okay? Unless they have their own money that they're willing to put up. Oh, he's getting some. They really do. They have the donors. And so your sheriff is a politician. He is going to be beholden to the people who give him money. And so he's going to control the sheriffs and decide what they enforce, what they don't enforce. Just like the city police are beholden to the mayor, who is a politician. We're fucked as people, as just people. We're screwed. We're screwed. I'm not anti-police. I'm not hate all police or anything like that, but my eyes have been opened quite a bit. I used to walk around with a Blue Lives Matter sign. That was my first sign that I went out with, was Blue Lives Matter. And my eyes have been opened up to how, even if the police aren't corrupt, how they are actually used by, they're not used. Yeah, they are. They're used by the politicians to protect what the politician wants to protect, to go after their enemies. And when a police officer gets that, when they get that directive of what to do, they are not going to stand up and do what's right instead of doing what they're told, because they're being paid. It's their paycheck. It's what feeds their family. So like when we see them at these protests and stuff doing things, that's because they were told by their superiors what to do. So I think that we need to be real careful, because I've actually had, I'll tell you what, once I was protesting, this is during the big C, during the lockdowns and all that, right? Well, I was protesting outside my own home with a sign, a bunch of signs actually. But I had a police officer come up and I asked him, because people were calling the police on me simply because I was standing outside without a mask, outside my own home, on the sidewalk, right in front of my home. And I asked a police officer when he came up, my local Goshen Police Department, and I said, I got a question for you. I said, if it became law that it was illegal to be outside without a mask on, would you arrest me for being on my sidewalk in front of my home without a mask? And he said yes. He said yes. I told him, get the fuck off my property and don't you ever come back. You are not welcome on my property anymore. And I made him leave, because no, they just mindlessness, and they have guns and they can take your freedom away. We have to be very careful. And I've been watching a lot of auditors and finding out how much, and with my protesting, seeing how much the police, the bad things that they do. So, like I said, I'm not like fuck all the police, but you have to be aware. The police are who they're going to send after you. Police are the men with guns that you can't fight back. You just have to comply. It's scary when you start thinking about it. I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah.
They're not, that's the thing, they're not here to protect and serve you. Us. They're not here to protect and serve us. They're here to follow orders. And if they get their fifis hurt by you, you could end up in jail.
Yeah, I can't go like I used to.
You have fought back with the cops in one? Yeah. Well, it's not easy, and in order to fight in court, you got to have money, you got to have You got to have lawyers. You say that, see, that I've heard that. We got a constitutional sheriff. Did he get elected? Did the Constitution pay for his election? Nah. Now, the Constitution didn't pay for his election. Now, hopefully we have sheriffs that are following the Constitution. But we'll see. We'll see. If our politicians actually cared about us, they would do something about this, but they're not doing anything about it. You got people who are coming out and protesting, taking the time out of their lives, putting themselves on the line for this. And where are our city officials? Where are our state officials? Where are our federal officials? Why are they not doing anything about this? How is it that the rest of us know this shit and they don't? The thing is, they do know, they just don't care. They're probably getting money from these people. Yeah, it depends on who's putting the sheriff in place. You gotta always follow the money. Follow the money in anything, and you will see why things are happening once you start following the money and seeing who's in charge. Some of them are in the cult. Some of them are just paid off by them, you know. They paying for their elections. They got some power. It's sickening that this place right here, this Scientology, is really, 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 really close to the college campus. And so you get a lot of college kids coming down here. I will say a lot of the college kids that we've seen and talked to here from our experiences, Eddie and I just being out here, since Friday, they seem to be pretty aware. It doesn't seem like the college kids are real up on this. They don't really like it and stuff. That's encouraging to me. Yeah, they're trying to suck the college kids in too. Of course, I don't know. College kids don't usually have a lot of money. The people I've been seeing come to these things are dressed to the fucking hilt, man. The ones that came to this event yesterday, they were dressed like really super nice. They had really a lot of jewelry. They had really nice clothes on and stuff. And that's who they really, really, truly are going to want in this cult, are people. They want your money, man. It's a money-making scheme is what it is. Stuff you would see in the courtroom. Get a bad attorney. They will always plead guilty. Yeah. Let's not forget the courts, the judges, and the prosecuting attorneys. I mean, why have none of these people opened investigations into this? Why are they not prosecuting them for their crimes? Why? Because it's not politically advantageous for them. It's not politically advantageous for them. Isn't that sad? We are being ruled by people who have only their own self-interest in mind, which is to keep being reelected.
Child trafficking idiot. You're such a creep. You and your child trafficking calls are not welcome here. Forced abortions, elder abuse, a bunch of garbage.
Yeah, donations for elected officials. I mean, if you make your money, you could give it to whoever you want as an adult, you know. But it's really, for me, it's the kids that it's the worst, you know.
Bring out your dead.
Yeah, if you don't have money in this country, that's the thing that we're realizing is it's not just about the like, I'm trying to think of how to word this. It's about the poor versus the elite. Yep, I got more. Yep.
I think I got rid of all mine.
Hold on, there's more. There's some more. I wanted to keep one.
Okay.
Whoops.
Yeah.
I might.
That's your last one?
No, that's a different one.
Okay,
Keep going. Okay, so but they the battle in our country really is about the poor versus the elite. The people with the money have been screwing us for years. And they've taken, over everything. And if you're poor, you don't get justice in this country. That's just the honest to God truth. You do not get justice in this country if you don't have money. Because our courts, our police have been weaponized against the people who don't have money. And what do we do? If you everybody always says go, well, just sue. Really? Have you tried to sue without money? When other people have lots of money and they can pay attorneys, these people have so much money. They have so much money. They can pay attorneys around the clock to keep you tied up in court and stuff. Now, if you're somebody who doesn't have money, how would you fight that? How would you fight that? That's how they get away with this stuff. And it's not just this cult. People in this country, if you don't have money, you don't get justice.
That is so ridiculous. You're a child trafficker and you have no shame about it. Don't you think
It
that's
screams.
problematic?
It screams, stay away from me, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, he's almost gotten rid of his brochures.
Your child trafficking call. Your door tag is failing. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Poor people have street justice. I am absolutely against rioting, physical violence, destroying property. Okay, I'm against that stuff. But I understand why people get so angry. I really do, because like I've said earlier, yesterday, about people just want their voices to be heard, and they don't want to be abused by the very system that's supposed to be serving them. These are our servants, the police, the judges, the prosecuting attorney. They're our servants. We pay them. We pay them supposedly to keep our country safe, to keep us safe, and for justice. But we are all finding out it's not just one group of people. It's all of us. We're not getting justice. We've been fleeced for so long. Oh, I remember that guy from yesterday, I think. Yeah, we know who you are.
He knows.
He knows.
How about you, man? Would you like some
Your face is
info on
all
this
red,
gold?
bro. Do you have any sunscreen? They probably don't allow you to have that.
You ought to be ashamed of your damn self.
Shame!
Shame! Shame! Yeah, as long as money's involved. And money is involved in elections, you guys.
Stop again, you idiots.
I know people think, oh, I love this new politician. Oh, I love them. They're saying the stuff I want to hear. Find out where they're getting their money from. Find out who all their donors are.
Open that door every day.
No, an average person, you can never win. Especially when you go up against stuff like Scientology, man. I mean, they got the money. The money, the power, and they try to destroy anybody who comes up against them or speaks against them. Let's see if we can see. We got another kid we got kids coming out. Yeah.
Children can't consent.
I like that. Children can't consent. That's a good one.
Grown people want to be in this creepy, weird cult, but the kids can't consent.
See if we can see him better. Or if you're just going to see me. I think you just see me. Yeah. It reflects so that you just see myself. Come down here so we can see all the protesters.
Better shut those doors. There you go.
Okay. Okay, I'll meet you there. Yeah. Yeah.
They have an agenda, yeah.
This guy thinks that we don't know either.
Science! I don't want to over yell her. Oh, they're coming out over here. Scientology protects pedophiles! Scientology protects rapists! There's some more going in. Scientology protects pedophiles! Shame! We'll come down a little bit more so we can see. So we can see. There we go. Now we can see both them coming in and out and seeing the protesters down there. Don't drink the Kool-Aid over here. It is.
No, I want people to just like right now.
Stop protecting pedophiles. You support Trump? Okay, here's a little tidbit for you if you support Trump. Cardone, is that the name? Cardone, that from the Scientology that's donating all, like got the Give Send Go, do you know? Okay. I think it's Cardone's. They're a couple, they've given tons of money to Scientology. They have a Give Send Go for Trump. They're involved in politics, folks. I'm trying to tell you, they're involved in politics, and it's not just one side or the other. They're involved in these, so they are raising money for politicians. Stop protecting pedophiles and rapists. Sick, sick, sick. Stop protecting pedophiles. Shame on you. Shame on you. You should be protecting the children, not the pedophiles. Yeah, I think they probably do, Lucky Larry. Give them to both. That's what I said. If you support a politician, go look and see where their fucking money's coming from. See who's controlling them. It's always about the money. Anybody that you encounter, go to the money. Where are they getting their money from? Because that's who controls them.
Child traffickers! Child traffickers with stupid elbow patches! Child trafficker! Shame on you!
Stop protecting pedophiles! Yeah, you should do it in the UK. It don't matter what country you're in. If you've got a politician, look up where their money's coming from.
Child traffickers! You're all child traffickers!
Y'all need to protect the children and not the pedophiles and the rapists. It's sick. Oh, he's got his books. Look at, he's got his books. They have different levels here, and you have to pay money, and you do your auditing, and you watch your stuff. And each level, you're supposed to get closer and closer to, I don't know the terminology real well myself, but like each level you get better and closer to being this like perfect person is the way I'll put it. I think so, Lucky Larry. I haven't really been paying attention too much to that, but I did see, unless he got put back in, as far as I know, he is out, yes. I didn't watch any of the LA stuff yesterday, so I really don't know what has gone down over there in the last couple days because I've been here. But I think they all got out of jail, the protesters that were arrested. Oh, okay, good, there you go. Okay, so people are answering, good, okay. Scientology protects pedophiles. Scientology protects rapists.
I'm trying.
I'm glad there's people who are protesting this all over the country. They're protesting this I know in LA is what I had been watching some. Stop protecting pedophiles and rapists, you sick. I ain't gonna say bad words here. I'm gonna try not to say a bunch of bad words. I got nothing but bad words for these people.
Scientology is a child trafficking cult.
But yeah, I think I heard maybe even Las Vegas. I mean, there's people who are protesting, and hopefully it gains a lot of traction. You know, I mean, I always knew Scientology was bad. I didn't like Scientology, but then I saw people protesting against it, and I saw their live streams, and it's like, oh yes, somebody's finally standing up against this. And I heard about the pedophile thing, and I'm like, oh, even worse, you know, that they protect the pedophiles and stuff, because that's kind of my niche. So it's good to see that people are starting to stand up and really push back on this. And it's not just the protesters. Each protester has people on their streams and stuff, you know. There's people all over who aren't maybe out here, but they feel the same way. We need to start getting a hold of our city officials and telling them, why are you not looking in it? Start pushing back. Not just on the streets, but we gotta have people who are willing to write emails, people who are willing to make phone calls, and start pushing their city officials to shut this shit down. Take away, why do they have tax exemption? Religion is not an excuse to hurt people. You do not have the religious freedom to hurt people. We need to start questioning our officials of why they're not doing something about this. That will definitely be, they got to feel the pressure. Politicians don't do shit unless they feel the pressure from people, just so you know. They don't just pull it out of their ass that they're going to do something. They do what their donors want them to do. And if the people stand up and push back hard enough on them and give enough pressure on them, then they will try to do something. So, where did Echo go? He's down there. Let's go down and see what Echo's doing down here. We got the ladies with their signs. We got Echo down here.
Yeah, these child traffickers are really packing them today.
Did you get rid of all your flyers? All gone. In less than an hour. Well, people seem pretty receptive to taking them.
Yeah, and the ones that don't are like, they already know.
Yeah. Yep.
One guy came by, he actually stopped talking with me. He's like, man, he goes, I know he teaches like a Christian, some sort of Christian, I don't know, maybe at the university.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know. He's like, you know,
They're aware.
they're aware.
They're aware. Okay. Well, you know what? I wonder. I got my whistle with me. Maybe when they open the doors. Oh, they left the door open a little bit. Better close that door. Yeah, I think, I'll be honest, I'm about at the point where I think that, okay, here's my view on the tax exemptions for churches. I believe that we need to take it away from all churches. They don't need a tax exemption. Churches used to really be about serving their communities, and the doors are always open. They're helping the people in our society that are falling through the cracks, the homeless, the people, the drug addicts, and just all the people who really, the poor people and all that stuff. Well, it's changed. I'm sorry, it's changed. It's not that there aren't churches who do help out here and there, but for the most part, churches have become self-serving. They're about their memberships, they're about their donations, they're about their own little community, their own little church community. And you know what? They don't need a tax exemption. They don't need a tax exemption. The money that people give them go into bigger buildings, sound systems, having a bunch of, not only one pastor, but a bunch of pastors, and making mega churches and all. Take away their tax exemption. Why should they have tax exemptions anymore anyway? I think they all need to get their tax exemptions taken away, in my opinion. Oh, there we go. Let's. Oh, so we do have the Popo here. Popo here. First appearance of the Popo today. Who is that yelling? That's Pearl Snappy. If you want to go to her website or YouTube site, Pearl Snappy was the one. The good thing about having protesters out here too is that they can't come out and try to talk to people. The Scientologists can't come out and talk to people and try to spread their crap. Yes, all churches, who are you, psych? Yeah, all churches need to lose their tax exemption. That's what I was saying, because it used to be that they served the community, they helped out the homeless, they were always open to everybody, doors open, It's not that way anymore. Their money goes to make bigger buildings and pay salaries for a bunch of pastors and assistant pastors. They need new sound systems. It's all about growing your church. Just get rid of tax exemptions. I have I'll show you. I got a thing here if you guys want. If you guys want to know, like, because I got to go home today. We're going home today. But here is some people. I got this yesterday. You might have to screenshot it and go back. But here are some of the live streamers that you can go to if you want to see some more of the protesting. I don't think just here, too. I know I've watched Scientology. Let's see, where is it? I'm trying to think here. One of the Scientology ones. Might be the Scientology audit or leaving Scientology or something like that. But there's a lot of live streamers. There's not just live streamers like this, but people who don't come out on the streets, but they talk to people about this cult. So start looking it up and seeing how bad this cult is, especially if you can hear from ex-cult members. Scientology protects pedophiles and rapists. Stop protecting pedophiles. Stop protecting rapists. It's sick. They got to go through the gauntlet. You got people here. You got people here. You got people there. Oh, yeah, I'll take a picture of it and put it on my community page. That's a good idea. Okay, I'll take a picture of the stuff I got, the 2 brochures that I've got about why they are a cult. Oh, look there. See, there's their book right there. See if we can see it through here. It's the L. Ron Hubbard. Right there. They got all his books there. The Dianetics. See? That's their leader that made the cult. They get people into this cult. They get them into this cult by making them think that it's like self-help with this Dianetics. Make people believe that it's just self-help. Well, we all want self-help, right? Like people like to look at things, maybe you can help me, do better at my job or get along with my family better, learn how to get along in this world better, make more money and stuff like that. And so people don't realize that it's actually a cult, and then they get in it and they put their money into it, and this cult just keeps taking their money. By the time they're actually, I believe this, by the time that they are actually so sucked in, that's when they start to realize how crazy it is. Or it's time to go. Want to go? I think we can. There's people here. There's people here, and we got rid of our brochures. Yeah. I'm good with that. We got to get home. So we gotta. Yeah. Which way is our car? Okay, give me 1 second. It was nice joining y'all. We're headed out. We got a 4-hour trip back home and stuff. But thank you, all you guys, for coming out here and doing this. No, you're good. Thank you. Thank you for doing all this.
You're awesome.
Yeah, you guys are awesome too. I'll try to be following everybody and seeing what's going on. But yeah, we got to get back to work. And
I know.
yeah,
Life is
got to make some money
Yep.
to survive. But
It's a cult.
I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all. Be careful.
All right, we're gonna head out. We're gonna. We got a 4-hour drive, you guys, and we got to get home and.
Some of us got jobs.
Yeah, we got jobs to go to. We got to go to work Monday, so. Scientology protects pedophiles and rapists. Shame on you. I'm just thankful that we were able to take the weekend off and come up here and join the protest and, you know, add some voices to this protest. Every voice counts. Every voice counts. So what can you guys do to help support the protest? Wherever you are, use your voice. Share the information you get. Share the protesters. Share their streams, the ones that stream, so that the word gets out. Start calling your officials and finding out why they are not taking care of this problem, why they're allowing this to continue to go on. You know, bring more awareness to it. Put the pressure on. Put the pressure on. They say if you have a Church of Scientology around you, get involved. Go out with a sign. Go tell people what's going on so they don't join up. They don't get sucked in. There's a lot people can do other than standing in the street.
Another one of those colas?
Nah,
I'm gonna go.
I got a Coke
Yeah, I'm gonna go
in the car.
Can you want
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah. Okay, so he's gonna go get us something to drink. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put off the live stream. We just had really just planned on kind of coming by and seeing what was going on, but we saw a bunch of Scientologists out there and decided to come out and have some opposition to them so they wouldn't suck anybody in. But I'm gonna say peace out to you. Use your voice and be a light in this dark, dark world. Shine your lights. When we shine our lights, it may just be a small light, but we shine it into the darkness of evil. And when you shine your light, you're a beacon for everybody else. And people will come, and pretty soon you'll have a bunch of flashlights there. And after a while, it becomes a huge beam of light that's shining in the darkness, and evil will have no place to hide. So be that light. You be the light that you want others to be, and I guarantee you they'll come and join you. Evil will try to squash you, but you have the light. Peace out, everybody.